So the last topic for the training today is activity-based onboarding compensation. And this is one of the biggest things that we suggest to clients, although it's not applicable or doable for every organization that we serve. And really, it's a way to provide training pay without the company risking cash into the sales rep. And pretty much this is on top of whatever the regular compensation plan is. And there are additional bonuses as sales reps hit certain activities and production marks during their ramp-up phase into quota. And again, this is not required to successfully build a commission-based sales team. I would say only a third of our clients do this, but we highly recommend it to every client that we serve because it's something that can double your retention rates immediately. Another thing that our clients do if this topic overwhelms them is they wait till they get 2 to 3, 4, 5 reps ramped up through a recruiting service. And once they have more cash flow coming into the organization, they do this. But it's really designed to only bonus sales reps as they're doing the activities required to see success in the sales position. So as an example, let's say that I have a roofing sales opportunity and it's door to door and reps are self-generating and closing their own deals. And really per our compensation plan today, reps are not going to be making good money for 90 days. And maybe they're not even making any money for the first 30 to 60 days. Well, the reality of an opportunity like that is the attrition is going to be really high. The retention is not going to be great. And technically that's okay. It just requires more recruiting volume. But if you can collapse the income timeline for the sales rep and increase your retention rates overnight, obviously that would be a beneficial thing. Or maybe you have a B2B sales opportunity where reps are self-generating and closing their own deals. And it also takes 3 to 6 months to ramp up into the position. Well, this would be really applicable to an opportunity like that. Pretty much if the income opportunity really sucks in the first 1 to 2, 3 months, then this is a good opportunity to improve it to help recruiting and retention. Let me illustrate how you actually think through this topic. First, you want to understand quota and whatever income is associated with your quota. So let's go back to the previous numbers and say that our quota is $50K per month. And let's assume that based on the $50K per month, if you just do that annually, that you're going to be making a bare minimum income at this organization of $60K per year. Well, I want to take that quota income in this example, $60K, and think about what it looks like for the average Joe to ramp up from a timeline perspective into that income. So let's say that we're pitching an opportunity that has a bare minimum income at quota of $60K per year, and it takes 90 days to ramp up into that income. Well, $60K per year is technically $5K per month, which means it's going to take me 90 days just to get up to $5K plus per month in income. Now, obviously, per the compensation plan, I can do a lot more, assuming I'm a top 20 to top 5% sales rep. But again, you need to base everything off the averages. And so let's say that I know that it takes 90 days to ramp up into that $60K on-track earnings mark, which is technically 3 months or 12 weeks. Well, what I do is I start to understand, okay, based on them getting to 5K per month, the on-track earnings for $60K per year, if that takes 90 days, what would they have accomplished in month 3, 2, and 1 to actually be on track to get there? Well, let's say hypothetically for our compensation and opportunity, they needed to produce 6 sales in month 3, 4 sales in month 2, and 2 sales in month 1 to ensure that they're systematically approaching that $60K on track earnings mark. Well, what that does, it allows me to get more granular week by week through those first 12 weeks so that I can confidently bonus reps as they're hitting these benchmarks. So again, if I know they need to do 2 sales in month 1, 4 sales in month 2, and 6 sales in month 3 to be on track for 5K plus per month, well, then I can come to a conclusion on what they need to accomplish week 1, 2, 3, and 4 to do their first 2 sales in month 3, weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8 to do their 4 sales in month 2, and so on and so forth. Now, as an owner, after I come to a conclusion on this 12-week roadmap or whatever the timeline is for your opportunity, well, I can be more confident in paying out on top of the compensation plan in the first 3 months to ensure that I have a better chance at retaining the rep that's actually showing up and doing the work. So if you hire me and you have this 12-week roadmap of success, and I show up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm following everything that you've laid out to me to be on track for 5K plus per month by the end of 12 weeks, then that should tell you confidently as an owner that I'm the type of sales rep who's going to see success within your organization because I'm doing the work, giving you more confidence to give me additional onboarding bonuses as I ramp up into my quota income. Now, these additional bonuses can be a couple grand, 6 grand, 10 grand, I don't care. But it is activity and production based, protecting the company from just paying out anybody that shows up into onboarding. So let's say that I want to pay out $6,000 in onboarding bonuses in the first 3 months. Well, a simple version of that based on the example I gave would be a couple $1,000 if they did their first 2 sales in month 1, a couple $1,000 if they did 4 sales in month 2, and a couple grand in month 3 if they did their 6 plus sales. And all of a sudden they made an additional $6,000 on top of their compensation plan. That's incentivized them to push through the ramp up period, which is the most difficult part at the beginning. And I've been able to better recruit and retain reps that actually join our organization. Your ramp up to quota is probably 30, 60, or 90 days, so it's not technically 3 months for all of you. And you can either pay out these bonuses monthly or weekly. Monthly bonuses in the first 1 to 2, 3 months is better for you, but worse for the sales rep. Better for you because you get to delay the cash investment over a month, and it's easier actually to track over a month, and worse for the sales rep because they're not getting the money as quickly. And paying out these bonuses weekly is better for the sales rep, but more difficult difficult for you to track and a bigger cash investment risk to you. So as an example, if I had that $6,000 that I wanted to pay out over 3 months, well, instead of 2K, 2K, 2K at the end of each month, if they hit those bare minimums of 2, 4, and 6 sales, well, instead I would just understand what they need to do week by week, and I would bonus them 500, 500, 500 as they hit their weekly benchmarks in those first 3 months. Now I ended up paying out the same, but in the weekly example, I have to track more. It's easier to mess up, but the sales rep gets the money more quickly, so it's a better experience for them. You can get really creative with this idea as well. Let's say as an example, I want to pay out $5,000 and that's what we're going to budget for onboarding compensation and hypothetically the first 3 months. Well, maybe I want to delay the big bonus towards the end to protect myself financially as much as possible, but to also have this really cool carrot for the sales rep to chase. So maybe at the end of month 1, I want to bonus $1,000. At the end of month 2, I want to bonus $1,000. And at the end of month 3, I bonus them $3,000. Well, I can delay the cash investment, make it heavier on the end of the ramp up phase, protect myself a little bit more financially, although it's not as good for the sales rep at the beginning. So there's a million ways that you can make this work. And it really depends on your organization, opportunity, your budget, profitability, all of those things. But again, this is a way for you to offer training pay, which is going to impact recruiting and retention, making the sales team building process easier for you.